Leaving Online Radio coming to you live from Hutton Rugby.
And that music brings us neatly onto the story of today. I'm John Earland. I'm reporting on behalf of Leaving Online Radio from the Captain Cook's boyhood home, Great Ayton, where I am meeting a couple today who are transforming a small cottage on the high street into a brand new cafe. And this cottage was once the poorhouse of Great Ayton. Not to be confused with the workhouse, which was something very, very different, but this was created and built by the people of Great Ayton for the very poorest, and I'm hoping to learn a lot more about it. Of course, this once cottage was lots of things since the 1700s when it was built. It's been many types of places and eventually ended up being someone's cottage. And I'm hoping to hear a little bit more about its history and a little bit more about how this couple has renovated this property into a brand new cafe. And the great thing about Great Ayton at the moment is that there are lots of new businesses springing up, which is great for the local economy and great for the local community. So, here we go. It has an iron portcullis, which reminds me of the sort of thing that you see in the House of Commons that is seen at Blackrod. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. I'm John Earland. I'm from Leaving Online Radio, and you must be
Michael.
Michael. Nice to meet you. Do you mind if I come in? I hope I'm not too late. There's a lot of activity going on here at the moment. Hello. How are you? Good to see you. Happy New Year. So this is Sherry, and this is Mike. You're right. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Are you okay?
Yes, thank you.
Wow. This is fantastic.
I'm definitely doing a coffee.
Well, okay, I'll have a cough. That would be fantastic.
Wait and see what you wait for you see.
Right, okay. So I'm actually being invited in, and I'm being made a cup of coffee, which is absolutely lovely. And there's so, Sherry, how far away from completion are you? Because it looks fairly complete to me.
Literally days.
Literally days. So when's your opening day?
Saturday.
Saturday. Crikey, that's not too far off, is it?
That history thing I sent you,
Yes.
and it said that life was austere.
Yes.
Well, Mike's just told me life wasn't austere here.
So this was the original poorhouse for the village.
Two poor houses. Next door, which is Watkins Right, and this one here. And they were only on the ground floor. They had no upstairs level. The upstairs level was the classrooms from the village school at that time, where Captain Cook went to school. At the far end, where you come in to the museum, that is where the people of the pool house went and got fed. They had two tables in there, one for if you could afford a better food, you paid a little bit more, and you ate at one table. If you couldn't, then you just ate at the other table, which was a pretty basic food.
We have a recipe.
Yeah.
One of our friends that lives in the village actually found an original recipe for the gruel, and the basic one was gruel, and the slightly better had meat. It had a bit of meat in it.
Yes, that's right. They got that.
Same recipe, but
They got that. I think twice a week, and they could fill up on that. That was always on the go. Where you're standing now, this was the bedroom.
We're standing in the bar. What is the bar at there now?
So each poorhouse really just had two rooms. The front room on each and the back room on each. Both were where they used to sleep, the back rooms. The front rooms is where they did some work, whether it was working with leather or cloth or things like that, or they went out and worked on the farm. It wasn't a workhouse as such, it was for people who were destitute. Set up by probably 3 or 4, was it? People of the village who had a little bit of money. They all put £100 in, I think it was £500 that built this, and built the schoolhouse above.
So £500 in the 1700s, that's a lot of money.
I think so. Probably equates to about 30 to 40,000 at least, you know, in today's money.
They used the materials from the original building, single-storey building. So it was knocked to the ground and all the materials were reused to build this.
Wow, so sustainable as well. So it's, you know...
You can see some of the old stone that they've used in the original thatched single-storey cottage that was here. You can see it as you go up the stairs. Some of it's blackened, you know, where it has been used from the original building.
Wow, I'd love to have a little tour around, because to me this looks finished. How much more have you got to do? Because
we're just finishing the outside there. I'm just building a stone wall to hide the bin store.
So how much of this work have you actually done yourself? All of it?
Well, most of it, yeah. There was the woodwork is the joiner, Chris Johnson, and myself have done the extension, done all the stonework and all the woodwork and everything you see. Just
Is that your profession?
no, not at all.
So what is it that you do?
Well, I used to.
Apart from build this?
Yeah, I used to work in the oil and gas. I was a completions engineer, which you complete things, sign for, you know, the platform, the projects and things like that. But so it's just a process you go through. You got to get everything right as you go. So you do that here, don't you? I've learned a little bit, obviously, working with stone from my cousin. When we first bought our house, we couldn't really afford to bring in all the builders, so he taught me what to do. So in my spare time, I do the odd jobs, and that's why it's probably took over a year to do.
Wow. I mean, what made you decide to do this?
Well, we were going to probably renovate it. I was working away far too long, so I needed a project when I came home. So this would have been a project to turn into a holiday let or something like that. Then people said to us, well, why would you do that? You're in a commercial zone. You could do something else with it. So really, that's how that came about. So
It looks absolutely magnificent. It's evolved, did you say?
Yes, it's evolved, and actually in lots of ways the building led us.
That's interesting.
Yeah, we've been restricted, and there's things that have happened along the way, and it's almost as if the buildings led us rather than the other way around.
Well, that's very spooky.
So we haven't.
No ghosts! Oh, no. Oh, well, make some up.
Yeah.
No one will know. Just put a little sign up and say, oh, there are ghosts, see if you can spot them. So this date's from?
1786.
1786, and it just is amazing. Do you mind if I have a wander around? Perhaps you could give me a little tour. So you come in here and you turn right, and this takes you into what would be the front room, not the living room. What would go on in here then?
Well, this was a room originally when it was the poor house that would have been used for some sort of work. But obviously, when we took over the property, this was the front room of the cottage.
And the original stone, that's all original.
This is the original 16th century fireplace that was completely covered. I think there was literally 5 other fireplaces built in it, around it, and over it.
Wow.
And we just knocked back carefully hoping that we might uncover an original fireplace.
And you have?
Which we did.
With original soot.
Yes, yeah, it is actually. It is.
I mean, it looks so atmospheric and it's not even lit. So
warmed himself there, I'm sure.
I'm sure he probably did. He's got around most places in here. So you come into this room and it's beautifully done. The attention to detail is extraordinary. So did you build these benches yourself, or?
Yeah, we stripped everything back to the bare stone, stripped The ceilings, the original, were, as you can see, pre this, they were covered in like felt boards, then Artex. The walls had tin sheet on, covered in Artex as well. So we stripped it all back, cleaned it and repointed it. The benches are...
Old church benches that
Oh, right.
adapted to fit into the...
Oh, so these are original church benches?
They are, yes. Yeah.
And where did these come from?
These came from a guy in Thornaby, a reclamation yard. The tape,
come from
which-
Northumberland.
they were taken out of a Methodist chapel.
Oh, right, okay. So I hope that chapel has still got chairs so that they can sit down on, and you haven't denied them that, have you?
The tables are from Bavaria.
Bavarian
Yeah.
table.
So these are 1930s, 1940s.
Sourced by another chap in Thornaby.
Oh, right, he
who
sourced
had a
them for you. So, right,
reclamation
we were after some tables. Can you
Well,
get them
we
for
just
us?
went to visit him in his unit and he had very interesting things there. So we've just sort of tried to make it eclectic and not detract with the furniture from the quality.
No,
and
I mean,
the
it
history
certainly
of the
all fits
building.
in, doesn't it? I mean, you've got beautiful floorboards.
We put that down and we put the bitumen between to make it look like a ship's deck.
My dad did, didn't he?
Ah,
we all-
that's
we
clever.
did.
That's
Well,
clever.
This been like dedicated to Captain Cook, you could say, because of the history. And so we carry the theme through. We put sheet metal all around the bar, so that's more like a battleship, you could say. It goes through. There's some rivets to
I can
go
see.
on.
Oh, now I can see the porthole that you've got there.
Yeah, that was that was in the door when we arrived here. So
The door of the original cottage had the porthole in, so we've reinstated it in the wall so it didn't go to waste.
It's absolutely fantastic, and you can keep an eye on who's coming and going as well, can't you?
Yes.
So, do you plan to offer food, or is it like a bistro, or what sort of idea do you have in running the business?
Yeah, cafe bar. We'll have a small menu of home cooked food in the day, and then on the evening we'll have drinks. We've got a license, so we'll have drinks. But eventually we'll do outdoor pizzas. We've got an outdoor pizza oven, so we'll do some stone baked pizzas and some sharing platters. But that'll evolve. We're just going to concentrate on the cafe side.
Wow! So, have you got a lot of people turning up on Saturday? Have you to celebrate your opening?
Well, we're actually going to have a little celebration on Friday with family and friends.
Oh, cool! That's
So
really
people
good.
that have been involved in the project, because we've had an enormous amount of help. You know, we've found some amazing tradesmen that have done really good jobs for us quickly. You know, and we'll have family and friends in, and then we'll open to the public on Saturday.
Oh, that's the 1st of February. Ah, the
You want the pot-
the 1st of February. Well, that's the first day of spring. That's fantastic.
Show him the things that you've got on the wall on the way and why you...
Right, so I can see that this.
I've only just noticed this.
Ah, the Durham Rowing Club.
Yep.
Oh, you've got some oars up there on the ceiling. I can actually see now what you mean by making this look like a ship. And you've got a rope hanging there with a light bulb on, and you've got the light fittings. Oh, everything looks like it is on board a ship. It's very, very clever, very beautifully done, fantastically done. So upstairs, oh, we've got some skis and some I don't know what you call those things hanging with the skis up on the wall, and you've got some snowshoes. Fantastic! Wow, it's bigger than you think, isn't it?
this would cater for the overflow of people.
Our little private gathering.
Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
Fireplace. We sourced this from Recreation Yard. It's a similar one that's in the museum, so it's of the period. And we used all the old wood where we had to make this
The
mantelpiece.
One of the old beams that
We had these made, these candle holders. They're copied the same in the museum. We
Okay.
copied off the Schoolhouse Museum, just to keep it in there.
Yeah, it's absolutely brilliant.
And same again with the benches.
Yeah, yeah. Fantastic. You've done an extraordinary job. So, and this has taken you a year to put together?
Yeah, yep. The toilet under there.
Wow.
We've got a prep area upstairs on the top floor.
storage.
Yes, storage.
Oh, right. Oh, gosh, there's more. There's another floor. Oh, this is where you keep all your bits and pieces and all your
Yes.
bars and all
A
your,
lot of storage.
your jugs and your storage. Wow. Fantastic. So you're hoping for busy, busy, busy when it starts opening on the Saturday?
No, not really. That'd be too much of a panic. So it just steady away would be great.
I think this
And
is...
build up slowly.
Well, I think you've got an extraordinary start because it already feels homely and welcoming, and I think you're going to get a lot of trade, to be perfectly honest with you, because it's so beautifully done. So good luck with that. So we'll just make our way down the stairs, and everything's been thought of. It's beautifully done, beautifully finished, and it really does feel as though you are on board a ship, which is incredible. So is there anything else you can tell me about this wonderful building? Anything you've uncovered? Oh, I've been shown, I've been ushered somewhere. Okay.
We thought you might like to look at the extension.
Oh, the
'Cause
extent.
this is an extension, John.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, wow.
The building was here.
Okay. So that would be the outside of the building,
Yes,
where the bar is.
This has been added on
Oh, wow, this is amazing.
in the original stone wall. Keeping the original stone wall inside.
This is beautifully done. And I love the big picture there of the building outside. So that's what, Victorian maybe? I don't,
It's 100-year-old. That picture. So I think it's 1909. I think.
Okay.
That's when it was a schoolhouse and a
Yes.
poorhouse. Yeah.
It's not so different, really, is it? If you take that from an angle,
Oh, really?
it's remarkable, to be honest. So, but this is fantastic. So this is all brand new. You've had to go through all the planning permissions, I suppose. And in the summer, then you can come out here into the courtyard.
So in the courtyard, you can sit under cover
Uh-huh.
or outside in the.
So you can have some tables along here.
Tables. It'd be like lounges, more or less, under there, and tables and chairs outside.
And of course, you're going to get the sun in the evening, aren't you, out here?
You get the sun all day. It's lovely.
This is a fully accessible.
Fully accessible.
Oh, wow.
This area.
That's wonderful.
Body.
And does the black cat come with it as
It
well?
does actually. The black cat was born in the coal bunker in the yard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, It's
Wow.
called Cookie after Captain Cook.
Oh, wow, that's fantastic.
And, it's very cute. It lives here.
Oh, you are beautiful, aren't
She
you?
was a wild cat, but she's no longer a wild cat because she's used to all the workmen and the people that come and go, and she's very friendly now.
Oh, absolutely fantastic. Cookie. That's a great name for that cat. So this looks absolutely wonderful, and I can imagine on a balmy summer's evening this is going to be packed. Are you prepared for the onslaught of people that are going to arrive?
Not quite. Slightly nervous.
Yes. Well, because it's a new venture, I suppose, for you, isn't it? And
Yes.
This is a bit different from what you're used to, but it's really exciting. This is a really exciting venture because of all the things that I was just saying in the preamble, that the village has seen quite a few new ventures happening with micropubs and that sort of thing happening. So to get something like this here is really exciting.
Makes it a destination, doesn't it? Really,
It-
Ayton again.
Yeah, and it keeps it vibrant, and
Yeah.
it pulls people in, and that's what you want. And you know, it's good for the local economy. And you get you're getting a lot of people waving at you through the window, a lot of passers-by. But thank you. It's been absolutely fantastic. The only thing that I'm really disappointed in is you haven't got a story of any ghosts for me, and I think you're going to need to make those up. But beautifully, fantastically finished. You've done a remarkable job. I think it's absolutely beautiful. This extension is stunning.
Thank you.
Brilliant. Thank you. Oh, and there's your pizza oven, is it?
Pizza oven. There's a pizza prep area. It'll be in there.
Ah, right. Okay.
Green wall behind here. But, I've just because I'm finishing that wall off. I didn't want to get it too dusty.
Ah, wow.
Yeah, it's
Oh, a lovely green wall. That'll be beautiful, won't it? So where did you pick up your ideas from? Did you do a lot of research or
I think when
things that you like?
things that you like, they're in your memory, and you just recall them, don't you? And you think, I remember seeing that somewhere. I mean, the ship's decking. I remember watching the guy do it. I used to be in the Navy, Royal Navy, and I remember a guy putting bitumen between the teak boards, and I thought, That looks great.
It looks so authentic.
Yeah. So many moons later, I just copied it.
Yeah.
Things like that.
But it works, doesn't it? It works really, really
And
well.
this is so the extension in green oak. I designed it and I put it through to the planners, and really it's in keeping
Yes.
with the period, and it looks to me Tuscan or something like that. I love the pan tiles and the wood. Yeah.
But
So
they work with the pan tiles above anyway, don't
yeah,
they?
they do. Yeah.
So it's all in keeping. It all looks remarkable. So you've done a brilliant job. Oh, I can't wait to see people in here now. I'm excited to know about
There's
you.
a little finishing off, isn't there? We need to put
Yeah,
a tree
well,
in there and a bit like all
I
that.
think
So.
the work is outside, but I'm thinking that Michael can finish it off while people are inside, and they'll
Absolutely.
come and chat with him, won't they? And
Yeah,
he can
yeah.
have a cup of coffee and a cake
Yeah,
while he's
you're
working.
you can be the hostess, and then you can look after them out here, and you can just stay out here and work. Seems to be the pattern of things, isn't it, really, anyway? But that's absolutely fantastic. Look, thank you very much for showing me around. Is there anything else you'd like to point out?
Yeah, the opening days and the closing days.
Go on, tell me what the opening and closing are.
We'll be open, we'll be shut on a Monday and a Tuesday. So we'll be open Wednesday, 11 till 8. We'll be open Thursday, Friday, Saturday, 10 till 10, and Sunday, 11 till 8.
Wow. I will look forward to sampling some of your delightful repast after you've opened. So I just wish you the very, very best of luck.
Thank you very much.
And hope it's a really successful venture. It's a really exciting opening. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So well done to you both.
Thank you.
And what an amazing job that both Cherie and Michael have done on the poorhouse. They've renovated it to a very, very high standard. It's absolutely marvellous. So I do urge you to go and look, because it's absolutely beautiful inside. And there's a lot of history that's going on there, and lots of surprises that you'll see hanging from the ceiling and hanging on the wall. So I do urge you to go and have a look and ask Cherie and Michael about the history of the place. They'll be delighted to tell you. And both Cherie and Michael have asked me on their behalf to say a massive, massive thank you to everybody, family and friends, who's helped them renovate this wonderful place, and especially to Cherie's dad, who's done most of the decorating, even the outside, up ladders, and he's in his 80s, so a very big thank you. It opens on Saturday the 1st of February from 6 p.m, so I do encourage you to go along. You've been listening to Leven Online Radio. My name is John Earland, and I'll see you next time.
Oh, we'd be alright if the wind was in our sails. We'd be alright if the wind was